Good morning, welcome to Vanik, and we will start discussing FTD General Studies. First question: which of the following are included in the Forex Reserves of India? One is foreign currency assets, for example dollar, right, or euro or yen, whatever. Next is gold, this is included. Reserve, this is actually trans, not France, this is reserve trans. Reserve transposition in the IMF, it is also included. Special drawing rights or SDR, it is also included. All these four types are included in the Forex Reserves of India. You know what is foreign currency assets? Now reserve transposition in the IMF means the portion of currency that each member country need to give to IMF, that portion of quota, that is called as reserve transposition. It may be like considered as a service to the IMF, service charge or similar thing. Every country will pay some amount to IMF, that is reserve transposition in the IMF. Special drawing rights, SDR, it is not a currency, it is just a claim, right? Claim on international currency, like all the currencies are not SDR. Some recognized currencies are SDR, like dollar, like your renminbi China, like sterling, like yen of Japan, they are SDR. These all types are included in the Forex Reserves of India. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the options are right here. Okay. Next, in the context of Export-Import Bank of India 1981, it is the apex financial institution for financing, facilitating and promoting international trade, right? Question is, what is incorrect? First you must see what is whether they have asked is incorrect or correct. Which of the following is incorrect, right? It is the apex financial institution for financing, facilitating and promoting India's international trade. Yes, in 1981 it was established, that is Export-Import Bank, or famously known as Exim Bank. This is famously known as Exim Bank. Exim Bank, it is partially owned by government and private partner. No, this is wrong. This is fully owned by 100% by government of India. 100% by government of India, like STDB, like Postal Payment Bank. All these are 100% ownership by the government of India. Rest, like State Bank or other PSUs, there is certain shares, amount of shares, 60% or 51%, not less than 51%. But here it is 100%. It lends for exports from India, including supporting overseas buyers and Indian suppliers. Yes, lends for exports. It also lends for exports. So Exim Bank, that promotes export and import. It is established in 1981. Okay, so only 2 is wrong. 2 is wrong. Rest both are correct. So 2 is the answer. Okay. Next. Recently, Russia has proposed RBI for uses of the system of transfer financial messages, SP. Yes, system for transfer of financial messages. System SP. Remember this short form SPFS, that is system for transfer of financial messages, as an alternate of SWIFT. Yes, because the European countries, they are putting sanctions on the SWIFT for Russia, the SWIFT mechanism. SWIFT is a member-owned cooperative that provides safe and secure financial transactions. No, it is not a cooperative. It is not a cooperative. SWIFT is a messaging platform. SWIFT is a messaging platform regarding financial information. For example, what is for example, Adani, suppose Adani want to take some loan from USA, then they will seek the information via SWIFT. What is the financial status of Adani? So that is SWIFT. So it is not a cooperative. SPFS, which is the Russian equivalent of SWIFT, developed in 2014. Yes, SPFS is developed in 2014. SWIFT is the largest and most streamlined method for international payments. and settlements. No, it is not a payment settlement. This is wrong. It is not a payment and settlement method or instrument. So it is not the so 3D is also wrong. So only 2 is right. So which of the following? Acha. Question is which of the following are incorrect? Incorrect is 1 and 3 are incorrect. That is not in the option. Unfortunately, that is not in the option. It is slightly down. So 1 and 3 are incorrect. 2 is correct. Okay. 1 and 3 are incorrect. This is the answer. Neither 1 and 3. These are incorrect. Sorry. 1 and 3 are incorrect. That is not in the option. Here I will change it slightly. 1 and 3. These are incorrect. Next. Which of the following flexibilities are available under TRIPS agreement of WTO? TRIPS agreement of WTO: compulsory licensing, parallel importation, exemption from patentability. Select the correct answer. Select the correct answer. Flexibility. Which of the following flexibilities are available under the TRIPS? Okay. Compulsory licensing. What do you mean by compulsory licensing? Compulsory licensing means, for example, Government of India, suppose in case of COVID, there is an emergency. Government of India, suppose a particular company develops a medicine and it is given 10 years of patent, right? For example, 10 years of patent is given to a particular manufacturer of medicine, but suddenly an emergency came, right? So patent means only that company will produce. Now in case of emergency, if a particular country has compulsory licensing, they can shift those information of manufacturing of medicine to other companies as well, right? So the other companies can also produce the same medicine that is developed by a particular company. Like for example, Serum Institute, they have developed vaccine. Government of India may allow other companies, for example Sun Pharma, to produce the medicine that is produced by Serum Institute. So that is compulsory licensing. India has compulsory licensing. Next is parallel importation, exemption, patentability. These all are instruments. Any government has the, in case of certain situations, they can develop their own based on their requirements. They can exemption from patentability. They cannot give patent in certain situations. They can develop. They can develop their own goods to substitute the imports from other countries. So all these three are the flexibility that is available under TRIPS agreement of WTO, because the rationale is that developing countries, they have many situations. They will work according to their comfort, right? So 1, 2, 3 all are under the flexibilities of WHO on TRIPS agreement of WTO. Okay, next. With reference to the white ATM, consider the following statements. It is owned and operated by non-banking financial institutions. Yes, it is operated by non-banking finance or NBFCs, non-banking financial institutions, right? Financial companies, NBFC. NBFCs are established under Companies Act of 1956, not under RBI Act. Companies Act of 1956. NBFCs are established. Feature of NBFC: they cannot accept, remember, very important, they cannot accept demand deposit or checks, or cannot be a part of payment and settlement system. Remember this about NBFC. Next is foreign direct investment. FDI is not allowed in operation of these ATMs. This is the law. Government has allowed 100%. This was in news. That's why 100% FDI in automatic route. That means directly they can come without government, without documentation. 100% FDI foreign direct investment in automatic route is allowed in case of operation of these ATMs. So here 1 only is the answer, right? 1 only is the answer. FDI means permanent investment. FII means or foreign portfolio investment. That means share only investment in the share market. That is volatile. It is permanent. Okay. So 1 only is the answer. It is correct. Consider the following statements. Yes. So 1 only is the right. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding follow-on public offer, FPO, follow-on public offer. Yes. It is the fast sale of shares in the public by a private owned company. No, that is follow-on means IPO is the fast, right? After IPO there is FPO. Any company can to increase their share, they can issue FPO, like Adani recently issued. So it is not the fast sale of shares. This is wrong. Companies use FPO to diversify their equity base and raise capital for the business. Yes, to diversify their equity base. To diversify their equity base means more and more shareholders, to get more capital. They diversify their companies, that is FPOs. Follow-on public offer. Initial public offer is what? That is given to the private. That initial public offer is the fast sale of shares, right? It is FPO, that is in secondary market. IPO is in primary market, FPO is in secondary market. Okay. Primary market is where the first time shares are sold. Secondary market, the follow-on shares are sold in the secondary market. Recently, Reserve Bank of India RBI allowed small retail investors to investment in government security G-Secs. G-Secs is very important government security by opening gilt accounts. Gilt account means they are secure accounts. Gilt means secure accounts. Government securities are considered as most secure investment, right, rather than any other securities. With the central bank under RBI retail direct scheme, RBI has started retail direct schemes in where government can also invest, that is gilt accounts. Recently it is started, right? Which of the following statements are correct? A government security G-Sec is tradable instrument issued by the central bank, issued by the central government only. This is wrong. Not see, whenever you see the word only, chances is that the answer is wrong. The statement is wrong. It is not it is issued by RBI and scheduled commercial banks, right? So G-Secs are issued by RBI or scheduled commercial banks, so it is not central government only. The central government issues both treasury bills and bonds, dated securities, while state government issue only bonds and dated securities. Next. The other name of state government dated securities is state development loans, SDLs. Yes, these 2 and 3 both are right. Only one statement is wrong. State government only issue only bonds and dated securities, and central government can issue treasury bills, bonds and dated securities. So 2 and 3 options are right. Only statement 1 is wrong, right? Next. Consider the following statements regarding small finance bank. Small finance bank, they have a minimum capital of 100 crore. Yes, you need a minimum capital of 100 crore to establish a small finance bank, right? To be recognized by the RBI as a small finance bank, you need 100 crore of capital. They have to maintain 75% of their deposits as government securities. No, this is wrong. They cannot float subsidies. Which of the following statements are correct? This 75 deposition in government security, this is wrong. 75 they have to maintain in their priority sector lending. Priority sector lending, right? What do you mean by priority sector lending? It is 40% in case of other scheduled commercial bank. Priority sector lending means, for example, renewable energy, agriculture, right? Education, MSME. These are priority sector lending, right? So government, every bank has to invest a certain amount of money in case of private sector, as priority sector lending. In case of scheduled commercial bank, it is 40%, but in case of small finance bank, it is 75%. So it is not government security, it is private sector lending. Private sector lending means there is a list of private sector lending like MSME, I have said, renewable energy, education, agriculture, all these things, right. So they cannot float subsidies. So 1 and 3 options are right. Next, which of the following statements best describes the term core investment company? Core investment company. It is a company that carries on business of acquisition of shares. There are these are the banks that advise functions to corporate in issuing shares in the stock market. So the question is, see the word, that is core investment company. That means it is investing something, right? Just observe the word core investment company, that is it is investing, so it is not about advice. They buy bad loans from the banks and try to salvage value from the underlying assets. No, this is, they are called as ARC, asset restructure company, asset reconstruction company, ARC. They loan set-term loan money to client against invoices and account receivables. It is not about loan, it is about investment. So it is a company that carries the business of acquisition of shares. Yes, because they invest. See, if you see in any option where investment is mentioned, it is acquisition of share means you are investing. So option A is the answer. That is called as core investment company. It is a company that carries on the business of acquisition of shares. It invests. Okay. With reference of Agricultural and Processed Food Export Promotion Development Authority, APEDA, consider the following statement. It provides financial assistance to registered exporters for export promotion and development. Yes. Financial assistance, APEDA, it is very important. It is a statutory body. Yes, it is a statutory body. It comes from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Yes. So all the three, especially exporters of food, export of food products. So all the options are right regarding APEDA. It's a statutory body also. Statutory bodies are all those bodies that are created by act of a parliament. Okay. Constitutional body are all the bodies those who are mentioned in the constitution. For example, Election Commission of India, Article 324. For example, that is Finance Commission, Article 280. For example, CAG, Article 148. Right. So any of, for example, UPSC 315. So all those bodies that are mentioned in constitutional body, all those bodies which are created by act of a parliament are called as statutory body. All those bodies that is created by the government, simply that is advisory body, right? Without a statutory backup, that is called as advisory body. Regarding retrospective taxation, which of the following statements is correct? Question is about correct. Okay. It is a backward looking, retrospective means going backward. It is a backward looking tax used by nations to remove the taxation anomalies through new and additional charge. Backward looking tax. Yes. Backward looking tax means, for example, suppose government will want to impose a new tax on corporate. For example, additional 2% of tax on corporate should be levied. This is what government realized at a particular time, and he will, at present this law will be made, and they will say that this will be implemented from 2017. So from 2017 onwards, every company based on the transaction will pay to 2% of their taxation. See, government has the power. Government has the power of retrospective taxation. But the fact is that government cannot make retrospective law only in case of criminal cases. Remember this. Except criminal cases, like in this case of business or economy taxation, except criminal cases, in all these criminal laws, in all other laws, government has the power for retrospective laws. So government has also, UPA government in 2012, they have brought a retrospective taxation system. That was a Vodafone case, that's why they have brought it. So it is a backward looking tax, right? Imposed, it will be imposed from 2 years back, right? Okay. In India, it was introduced 2015. No, this is wrong. It allows countries to pass rule on taxing certain products, items, charge companies from a time behind the date which law is passed. Behind the date. Suppose the law is passed in 2012, they will impose it from 2010 or 2008. So that is behind the date. So 1 and 3 options are right. So D option is right. Question is correct? Yes. So 1 and 3 is right. Retrospective taxation. Consider the following statements regarding municipal bond. Now municipal bond is in use, right? It is for self-sufficiency of the municipalities, right? Local self-governments. It is a debt instrument issued by municipal corporations in associated with the bodies and our associated body with the municipal corporations like Delhi, like Mumbai, like Kolkata, municipal corporations, big cities. It was the first issued in the year 1997 by Bangalore Municipal Corporation. Yes, by Bangalore Municipal Corporation they have started it first. So they have what is correct. Both 1 and 2 statements are correct. Municipal corporation, they generate their own revenue. Municipal bond for development. Bond means, what do you mean by bond? Bond means, suppose there is a rupee of 100 rupee bond. At present you will purchase it. For example, government will suppose this is a paper of 100 rupees. You will purchase it at present with 80 rupees. Government will say that there will be maturity, that is a maturity period. Suppose the maturity period of this bond is 1 year. That means at present you will give 80 rupees to the government, and after 1 year, and after giving that 80 rupees, government will give you this paper, that is called as bond. When you return that bond to the government will give you 100 rupees completely, right? So there is a fixed amount of interest you will get in case of bond. So both the statements are right here. Next, with reference to financial inclusion index, FI index, it is newly started by the RBI. Financial inclusion index or FI index, it is newly started by the RBI. The first composite financial index is related. This is RBI. Color kariba yellow. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Yes. Securities and Exchange Board of India, it is a statutory body. 1992, it is established in 1992. It becomes statutory body, and it is RBI, not by SEBI. It incorporates details of the banking, investment, insurance, postal, as well as the pension sector in consultation with the government and government regulators. Yes, details of the banking investments, right? Financial inclusion means how the deprived section of society, they are becoming the part of the financial systems. That is financial inclusion. Deprived section of the society, the poor section of society, when they get attached to the banking channel, that is called as financial inclusion. So this banking, investment, insurance, all are called as financial inclusion. It captures information on various aspects of financial inclusion on a scale from 0 to 100. The financial index have a base year. The financial index have a, no, this is not, it do not have a base year, do not have any base year. So only 2 and 3 options are right. 2 and 3 options are right. Next, which of the following statements about Sundarban Biosphere Reserve is not correct? The question is, which of the following is not correct? Remember, it is a mangrove habitat with Panthera tigris. Yeah, this is right. It is correct. The critically endangered northern river terrapin is found here. Yes, it is also correct. The Indian Sundarban has been declared as a Ramsar site. Yes, it is also correct. So none of these is not correct. None of these is not correct. Sundarban is a Ramsar site, right? Ramsar Convention, that is the protection of the protection of the wetlands of international importance. Next, why the plant is called as Sina spectabilis after mentioned in news, Sina spectabilis. What is this Sina spectabilis? It is an invasive species. It is a threat to native flora in the southern states of India. Yes, southern states of India like Kerala. It is a threat to, in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, it has become a threat. Invasive species. Invasive species means a foreign species will enter to your habitat and that will spread so much area that all other species will die. A particular species will become dominant. For example, Burmese python. Burmese python, suppose from Florida, USA, many people has taken Burmese python, right? They left the pythons in the Florida. After many years, they become irritated, then they left all those pythons into the Florida forest. So after some years, that environment become conducive very well for the Burmese python, and they reproduce rapidly. So now everywhere there is some lakhs of Burmese pythons in the Florida forest. So that is called as invasive species. When a particular foreign species come to your environment and become dominant in the environment, that is called as invasive species. It is identified as a critically endangered plant by the IUCN. It's a threat to the this is A is the answer. In the southern state of India, it's a threat to the native flora. Okay. It is widely used in cultural practice in northeastern India. It is a new species discovered in the Himalaya region. It is identified as a critically endangered plant by IUCN. So A is the answer. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, recently related a report, that is AR6. Remember AR6 Climate Change 2021. It is released by IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. It is created in 1988 by World Meteorological Organization and UNEP. Yes, World Meteorological Organization and UNEP. It is created, and it is right. Both the organizations, WMO and UNEP. UNEP is established in 1972. Headquarter of IPCC is present in Vienna, Austria. No, this is wrong. It is not in Vienna, Austria. It is in Geneva, right? Geneva, Switzerland. That is the headquarter of Geneva. Headquarter is Geneva, Switzerland. That is the headquarter of WMO, World Meteorological Organization. UNEP headquarter is Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya. UNEP is established, it is in 1972. UNEP is established in 1972. Right. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Question is incorrect. India is not a member of IPCC. This is also incorrect. India is a member of IPCC. In 2007, IPCC awarded with a Nobel Prize for their efforts to build up disseminate greater knowledge about man-made climate. So 2 and 3 options are not correct. B is the answer. It has also got Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize headquartered is Geneva, WMO headquarter, and it is established by WMO and UNEP, IPCC. Emission Gap Report. Emission Gap Report, it is who releases? It is released by UNEP. UNEP is established, I have said, 1972. Nairobi, Kenya is the headquarter. It has also released Emission Gap Report, Adaptation Gap Report, and Global Environment Outlook. Global Environment Outlook. Global Environment Outlook. Adaptation Gap Report. Adaptation Gap Report, which is released by UNEP. Also, following species of turtles, which the given turtles are found in Indian waters. Leatherback turtles, it is found, leaderback turtles and loggerhead turtles. These three are found in India. This is flatback turtles, it is found in northern Australia. Northern Australia. Australia it is found. So 1, 2, 3 options are right. Indian waters. Flatback turtles are found in northern Australia near the Papua New Guinea, right? Next is consider the following statements in the context of Jal Jeevan Mission. It is launched Jal Jeevan Mission Urban. See, this is Jal Jeevan Mission Urban. Jal Jeevan Mission Urban is not launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti, it is by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, MOHUA. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, it has launched Jal Jeevan Mission, which are objective to provide drinking water to all the households by 2024. It aims of achieving sustainable development goal 6. This is right. Creating circular economy is one of its objectives. Circular water economy is one of its objectives. So 2 and 3 options are right. Okay. Which of the following statements which of the following are the natural sources of metal pollution of water? Seepage from rocks. No, that is not a volcanic activity. That is not forest fires. Storm water run. This is which of the correct answer is given below. This is storm water run. These are natural sources of metal pollution of water. Metal pollution. See, forest fire will not cause metal pollution of water, right? So only 4 only is the answer. Metal pollution means arsenic, lead, such type of arsenic, lead. These are metal pollution. Mercury pollution, these are metal pollution. Heavy metal pollution. With reference to Keladion National Park, consider the following statements. It is located in the western part of Rajasthan. This is wrong. In the northern part of Rajasthan. It is designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is right. 2 only is the answer. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Consider the following statements. Pollutant. Which of the following are correctly matched? Nitrates, Blackfoot disease, arsenic, blue baby syndrome, cadmium iodide disease. Yes, these 2 are right. Sorry, no, arsenic is wrong. Arsenic is not nitrates. Mercury is Minamata disease. Yes, mercury is Minamata disease. It is right. So 3 and 4. Mercury causes Minamata disease. Cadmium causes iodide disease. Right. Nitrates causes blue baby syndrome. So 3 and 4 are right only. B is the answer. 3 and 4 are right. Next. Which of the following statements are the following the criteria for declaring biodiversity heritage site? VHS. Biodiversity heritage site. High endemism. High endemism means a particular, some species will be endemic that particular area. They will not be found anywhere else. Only in Western Ghat means only in Western Ghat. That is endemism. Presence of rare and threatened species, keystone species. Rare and threatened species. That means those threatened species means already they are suppose critically endangered species. Keystone species. Keystone species, for example, tiger is keystone species. Lion is elephant is keystone species, whose relevance is very high in a particular environment. Right. That is keystone species. High density of forest and tree cover. High density of forest and tree cover. This is right. High density of forest and tree criteria for declaring biodiversity heritage site. No, this is not a criteria. This is not a criteria. This is a criteria. Not high density of forest. It is not tree cover. This is wrong. Presence of keystone species and species of evolution of significance. Yes. 1 to 4 are the answer. A dense forest is not a criteria of biodiversity site. Next. The World Sustainable Development Summit WSDS bring together government, business leaders, academicians in the fight of climate change. Who organizes it? The World Sustainable Development Summit. World Sustainable Development Summit, it is organized by TERI, right? The Energy and Research Institute. That is, it is a branch of Tata, Earlier it was Tata Energy Research Institute, then it became the Energy Research Institute, TERI. So D is the answer. Recently, Union Cabinet approved ratification to the Kigali Amendment. Kigali Amendment of the Montreal Protocol. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Incorrect regarding Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol, Vienna Convention, they are all are related to ozone depletion. Okay. Which of the following statements are incorrect? It is a multilateral environmental agreement regulates the production and consumption of nearly 100 man-made chemicals. Now it is only related to environment, only related to ozone. So it is wrong. It is adopted in 1987 and entered into force in 1989. This is also wrong. It was only UN treaty to ratified by all UN members. So all of these are wrong in case of Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol, Vienna Convention related to ozone, to stop ozone depletion. Which of the following Ramsar sites? Consider the following statements. India has largest network of Ramsar sites in Asia. In India, the state of Maharashtra has maximum number of Ramsar sites. Not it is Tamil Nadu. It is not Maharashtra. Tamil Nadu has maximum number of Ramsar sites, around 11. Then after that there is UP. So only answer is India has largest network site of Ramsar sites. At present we have 75 Ramsar sites. Ramsar Convention 1971 to protect the wetlands of international importance. Wetlands and lakes, wetlands of international importance. Ramsar Convention was started in Ramsar city of Iran. Next, in the context of environment and ecology, the term carbon flux. What is carbon flux? It is the total level of emissions allowing industries with low emissions to sell extra allowances. So that is carbon credit. This is wrong. The reduction of CO2 emissions to generate carbon credits. The reduction of CO2 emissions to generate carbon credits. An instrument that represents ownership of the metric ton of CO2. An amount. No, this is also wrong. Amount of carbon exchange between Earth's carbon pools. Yes, Earth carbon pool. Carbon pool means oceans, trees, these are carbon pool. So amount of carbon exchanged between Earth's carbon pool, it is called as carbon flux. So D is the answer, carbon flux. These terminologies are important in case of environment. For example, biomagnification, right? Carbon footprint, right? Algal bloom eutrophication. These terminologies are important. In relation to 73rd Constitutional Amendment, very important Panchayat Raj institution, 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment, 1992, 73rd is for rural governance, 74 is for the urban governance, local bodies. It provides 4-tier Panchayat Raj system. This is wrong. 3-tier Panchayat Raj system according to Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. 2-tier is recommended by the Ashok Mehta Committee. 3-tier is recommended by Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. Assured duration of 5 years, this is right. Devolution of powers, Panchayat is vested with the union government. No, this is wrong. This is state government. It is up to the state government. It is up to the state government how much power they will devolve to the Panchayat Raj systems. For example, Kerala has devolved a lot of power to Panchayat Raj system, but other states have not done that. So it is up to the state government. Gram Sabha is the foundation of the Panchayat Raj system. So 2 and 4 are the here options are not available. It is slightly wrong. It is actually 2 and 4. 2 and 4 will be right. Rest 2 are the wrongs regarding the 73rd Constitutional Amendment. Okay. An ordinance issued by Union government can exist. Ordinance making power of the President is Article 123. In case of Governor, it is Article 213. In case of Governor, this is in case of President. Article 123. Ordinance making power. Ordinance making power is the law making power of executive. Right. President can issue ordinance when any of the session is not in the any of the house is not in session. Either Lok Sabha is not in session or Rajya Sabha is not in session. In that case, in case of any emergency, if any law is required, then ordinance can be passed. Government can make a law that is called as ordinance, provided that it need to be ratified or it need to be converted into law within 6 weeks of both the houses come into they open. Are the most only 6 months from the date of the reassembly of the parliament? Yes, it did reassembly at 6 weeks, maximum for 6 weeks it can stay there, right? After opening of both the sessions, within 6 weeks it need to be passed, otherwise it will be null and void. At most only 12 months after the being, no, this is not 12 months, so A is the answer. In the performance of his official duty, Attorney General, Article 76, Attorney General, first law officer of the country, he can sit in any parliament, any house, but do not have voting power. It can take part in any proceedings in any court, right? They have right in audience, right, in all courts in the territory of India. All courts in the territory of India, Attorney General has rights. He can also sit in the house of proceeding in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, but cannot vote. First law officer of India, Attorney General, he is appointed by during the pleasure of the President. Especially they are politically appointed, that is appointed by the President. So, next, who determines the doubts and disputes relating to the election of Vice President? Election of Vice President doubts, it is Supreme Court. Any disputes regarding the election of President and Vice President will be solved by the Supreme Court itself, not by Election Commission of India. Okay. The conduct of election under Article 324, Election Commission of India will conduct the election of President, Vice President and Legislature and the Parliament. Which of the following is not a fundamental duty? To protect its sovereignty, yes, it is a fundamental duty, respect national flag. To abide by the government, this is wrong. You are not abide by the government. In democracy, you have the right to dissent. That means you can criticize the government, right? To safeguard public property, this is right. To respect the national flag, yes. To protect the sovereignty, these are fundamental duties. Fundamental duties are in the part 4A of the Constitution. They are given came by 42nd Amendment, Constitutional Amendment, Act of 1976. Fundamental rights are introduced according to Soran Singh Committee recommended. Soran Singh recommended, and fundamental duties are came in 42nd Constitutional Amendment 1976. By this writ, the court secures the body of a person who has been imprisoned to brought before itself. Okay, imprisoned to brought before, it is habeas corpus. That means to have body with. If somebody is arrested, you can bring to have the body with. To have the body with. That is habeas corpus. You can issue a habeas corpus and bring that particular person to get to be brought before itself. Mandamus mandamus means we command. We command. If a public authority is not doing the work, then court can issue writ, that is we command, or mandamus. Co-warranto to what authority? If somebody has acquired a public office, suppose tomorrow you will go and sit in the district collector chair and you will say that I am district collector, then court will issue co-warranto. Who are you? Who are you to sit there? That is co-warranto. Certiorari means a higher court from a higher court to lower court, right? That is certiorari, which prohibits a lower court to give particular verdict in a particular case. So this is called as writ jurisdiction of Supreme Court, Article 320, Article 32, and in case of High Court it is Article 226, writ jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Another writ is prohibition, which prohibits a particular, in certiorari they will take the case, higher court will take the case from lower court. Prohibition in prohibition, it will just forbid the lower court to. Next is the National Commission of Scheduled Caste. National Commission for Scheduled Caste, while investigating any matter, inquiring into a complaint, has the power of the following matters. What is the power of National Commission of Scheduled Caste? It can receive evidences and affidavits, yes. It can requisition of any public record from any court office, yes. It can order any public record. It can issue summons to the examination of witness and documents. Yes, it has a power of civil court. So all the three options are right with respect to National Commission for Scheduled Caste. Next, which of the following statements is not one of the powers of the speakers of the Legislative Assembly? He has no veto except in case of a tie. Yes, this is right. Not, but question is what is not? A speaker may be removed from office by resolution the assembly passed by majority, and then members of the assembly of the 14 days notice of the intention of resolution. The speaker vacates his office if he suggests to the member of assembly the speaker will preside when the resolution for his removal of office is under consideration of the assembly. This is wrong. This is wrong. All the others are right. The speaker vacates his office obviously when he becomes suggests the member of the assembly, he will vacate the office. Then speaker must be removed officially by resolution membered by passed by majority of the members. That is called as effective majority. Right. He has no veto power except a tie. That means when there is tie, then he has the power to vote. So only D is incorrect. So D is the answer. Which of the following statements is correct with respect to State Finance Commission? It is required to appoint State Finance Commission once in 5 years. Yes. Right. 73rd, 74th Constitutional Amendment. That has given State Finance Commission. Yes, to recommend, like for example, Finance Commission recommends. Suppose in Finance Commission recommends under Article 280, Finance Commission recommends how much tax to be given to the states by the central government. For example, according to 15th Finance Commission, 15th, it is 41% of tax. So for example, central government is getting 100 rupees, they have to give 41 rupees to the state governments. Similarly, a particular amount will be given by the state government to the Panchayat Raj system. That will be decided by the that will be recommended, not decided, that will be recommended by the Finance Commission. Finance Commission recommendations are not binding on the government. So when it is actually under Article 243I, State Finance Commission is there, that will recommend the tax devolution from the state government to the Panchayat Raj institutions. So it is required every 5 years? Yes, every 5 years. So these all of the above are the answer regarding State Finance Commission. The preamble is useful in the constitutional interpretation. Why preamble is useful? It uses value loaded words, contains the real objective and philosophy of the constitutional law. It is a source of power and limit. It is not a source of power limitation. Gives exhaustive list of basic features. It is there is why this list there is no list. This is wrong. Uses valuable loaded words. And is right, but this is more appropriate. Contains the real objective and philosophy of the constitution, right? It's talk about justice, it's talk about liberty, fraternity, equality, right? Sovereignty, everything, republic, the idea of republic. So it contains the real philosophy of the constitution. B. It is the horoscope of the constitution, the summary of the constitution. In Rajya Sabha, the states have been given seats in accordance with their population. In accordance in the population, we have not given equal to all states. Like in case of USA, we have there is very big states like UP. There is very small states like Goa. We cannot give equal to all the states. So so Rajya Sabha membership is given on the basis of population. Okay. So 38 A is the answer. Consider the following statements. In India, 2 union territories have state legislative assemblies. Yes. Delhi and Puducherry. Delhi and Puducherry, they have legislative assemblies. Mizoram, Nagaland and Meghalaya. The 3 northeastern states of India have only 1 seat in Lok Sabha. Right? Meghalaya has 2. Nagaland has 1. Mizoram has 1. Manipur has 2. Arunachal Pradesh has 2. So second statement is wrong because Meghalaya has 2. So 1 only is the answer. They are very small states. Okay. Next question number 40. Which of the following list 1 and list 2? And select the correct using the code given below. The Indian Council Act 1992. Introduction of Provincial Autonomy. Provincial autonomy, it is given by the government of India 1932 and 35, provincial autonomy. Next is introduction of principle of election, introduction of direct in provinces. Direct in provinces, it is by government India 1919. Introduction of separate electorate to the Muslims, it is 1909, 1 winter reforms. So rest one is, that is actually principle of election. This is not proper. So you can consider that B, C, D are the proper answers. So B is 3, B3. Here it is B3. Then C4, C it is in C. Sorry, B is 4, B4, B4, okay, either A or D. Then C is 3, C3, okay. Then D is 1. So A is the answer. A is the answer. Right. Next, which among the following was the immediate cause of the attack by Nawaz Siraj Uddaula in Calcutta 1756? Nawaz Siraj Uddaula, that is refusal of the English company to pay the overdue trade tax. The English conspired against Nawab with a view to depose him from the throne. Siraj Uddaula wanted to drive out the English from Bengal. Refusal of English to demolish the fortification of Calcutta. Right. It is refusal to demolish the fortification of Calcutta. D is the answer. That's why Siraj Uddaula, immediate cause Nawab Siraj Uddaula in Calcutta 76 attacked it. Match list 1 and select the correct answer using the code. Right. The third Carnatic War. Treaty of Paris. Treaty of Paris, third Carnatic War. The third Mysore War, yes, Treaty of Srirangapatnam, Mysore War, Tipu Sultan, right, died. The first Maratha War, Treaty of Salwai, first Maratha War, defeated, okay. The first Anglo-Sikh War, it is Treaty of Lahore. So it is A3, also A, C and D, B it is 4. So C is the answer. Okay. Very important, treaties and battles. Next. Which of the following statements regarding Bal Gangadhar Tilak is not correct? He propounded the theory of Arctic home of Aryans. He has founded Anticountering Society. He set off, is not correct. He set up the Home Rule League at Pune. He supported age of consent bill. He opposed the age of consent bill. Right? This is not correct. He opposed age of consent bill that reduced that increased the marital age from 10 to 12, 10 years to 12 years. That increased the marital age. He opposed the age of consent bill. That is incorrect. So rest, this is incorrect. So that is the answer. Rest all are correct. So D is the answer. Arctic home of the Aryans, he founded the Anti-Cow-Killing Society, home ruling in Pune with animation. Okay. Which one of the following pairs is not properly matched? Megasthenis indica, not India, it is indica. Megasthenis, it is indica. right? Then Ashwaghosa, this is Buddha Charita. Ashwaghosa, Buddha Charita. Panini Mahabhashya, no, Panini has not written Mahabhashya. Panini has written Ashtadhyayi. This is wrong. Ashtadhyayi is written by Panini. Ashtadhyayi is written by Panini. Vishakadatta has written Mudarakyasa. Okay. Mahabhashya is written by, it is by Patanjali. Patanjali has written Mahabhashya. These are the books written by, books in ancient India. Okay. Mahabhashya Patanjali, Panini Ashtadhyayi, Megasthenes Indica, and Vishakadatta Mudarakyasa. Constitution of Indian federal system is based on the American model federal system. Federal system is based on Canadian model, Canada. Right, quasi-federalism. Indian system, federal system is called as quasi-federalism. Quasi-federal means not completely federal, there is strong center, right, federalism with strong center. 46. Which of the following temples in India is known as Deopatan? Deopatan, it is Somnath temple, right? Somnath temple. It was in news because Somnath temple is Prime Minister is the chairman of Somnath Temple Trust. Prime Minister is the chairman. Okay. Next. Musical instruments. Santur. Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma recently died. Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma. Santur. Flute Hari Prasad Chaurasia. This is also right. So, select the music instrument and the person playing. Sitar, Ravi Shankar, Pandit Ravi Shankar, violin, DVG, Chok. So, 1 is A is right. 1A, 2B, 3C and 4D. Famous exponents. Okay. Ibn Battuta. Which of the following is correctly matched? Ibn Battuta, Rihla is not correctly matched. Ibn Battuta has written All Masudi Kitab, All Masudi Kitab Ul Hind. This is wrong. Huan Sang, this is wrong. Huan Sang has written Siju C. Megasthenes has written Indica. This All Masudi is written by Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni has written this. Al-Biruni has written All Masudi Kitab. So B is not correct. B is the answer. Regarding Woods dispatch, consider the following statements are true. Grants in aid system was introduced. Grants in aid system was introduced. Establishment of universities was recommended. English as a medium of instruction at all levels of education. No. It has supported vernacular education. Vernacular education. 1956. Vernacular. 1856. Woods dispatch. But it has supported vernacular education. So 1, 2 is all right. Grant in aid 1 lakh was given, right? Grant in aid system was introduced and establishment universities are recommended, but education medium is not English, it is recommended, vernacular language are recommended. So 1 and 2 options are right. Who among the following are the founders of Hind Mazdoor Sabha? Hind Mazdoor Sabha, HMS. Founders Ashok Mehta, T.S. Ramanujam and G.G. Mehta. D is the answer. Ashok Mehta, T.S. Ramanujam, G.G. Mehta. Right. Consider the following pairs, movements: All India Untouchability League, All India Kisan Sabha, Self-Respect Movement. Which movement is launched by whom? All India Untouchability League, it is yes. Organized leader is Mahatma Gandhi. All India Kisan Sabha, Swami Shraddhananda Saraswati. Self-Respect Movement, E.V. Swamaswamy Naikar or Periyar. 1, 2, 3, all of the options are right. Anti-caste movements, right? It is a self-respect movement, anti-caste movement. All India All India Untouchability is an anti-caste movement. So D is option is right. Consider the following statements. The Montauk claims for reforms of 1919 recommended granting voting rights to all women, or not all women, right? It has not recommended all women. This is wrong. Government in 1980, no, it has not given rights to all women. Very few women was given the rights. The government in 1935 gave women reserved seats in the legislature. So this is wrong. So neither 1 and 2 are the answer. Okay. Who among the following was associated with the secretary of Hindu female school, which later became known as Bethune School, Bethune Female School. Okay. Bethune Female School, it is Ani Besant or Devendranath Tagore or Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar or Sarojini Naidu. It is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He was associated secretary of Bethune School. Okay. C. Widow Remarriage Act in 1856 was brought by the efforts of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. With reference to the regenerative agriculture, consider the following. Regenerative agriculture is a way of farming that focuses on soil health. It is right. Regenerative farming methods include minimizing the plowing of land. So both the statements are correct with respect to both are correct regarding the regenerative farming methods. But the question which are not correct. So neither 1 and 2 are not correct. Neither 1 and 2 are not correct. Both are correct. So neither 1 and 2 are not correct. Question number 55. Most of the world's coral reefs are found in tropical waters. More than 1/3 of the world's coral reefs is located in the tropical territories of Australia, Indonesia and Philippines. Yes, this is right. Coral reefs are host far more animal phyla than the in tropical rainforest. Yes. So it is also right that tropical waters. All the statements are right regarding coral reefs. It is possesses high number of biodiversity. Right. Great Barrier Reef. Recently it was news in Australia. With reference to World Meteorological Organization, consider the following statements. WMO, it is a United Nations Specialized Agency. Yes, this is right. Specialized Agency of United Nations, WMO. Next is WMO defines celestial water storage as the storage amount of water in the land surface, in the subsurface, including surface water, soil moisture, snow and ice and groundwater. Which are the following statements are correct? It is, both the statements are correct. Terrestrial water means storage as the total amount of water on the land surface and in the subsurface, including surface water, soil moisture, that is the total amount. So both the statements are correct regarding WMO, which is a specialized agency of United Nations. The National Commission for Minorities recently held a meeting with the Sikh intelligentsia for inviting suggestions, advice for the commemoration of Birbal Divas with reference to the news. Consider the following statements. Birbal Divas. The National Commission for Minority announced in 2021 to mark December 26 as Birbal Divas. Yes, December 26 as Birbal Divas. Right, decision to mark December 26 from 2000 onwards. Birbal Divas is a memory of Guru Gobind Singh's sons. Which of the following statements are? Sorry, this is wrong. In 2021, no, this is wrong. Guru Gobind Singh, yes. Two options is right. So question is what is not correct? Not correct is one only is not correct. Right, one only is not correct. Next, which of the following initiatives are located in women and which of the following initiatives are related to women and children? Related to women and children, Saksham Anganwadi is there. Poshan 2, it is for nutrition. Mission Shakti for SSG. Mission Vatshalya for children upbringing. So all the option 1, 2, 3, 4 are right with respect to women and children. Recently, Ministry of Power signed Memorandum of Understanding with which of the following organization? Implementation of early warning system for vulnerable hydro projects. It is DRDO. DRDO Defense. Yes, DRDO. Defense Research and Development Organization. It is established in 1958. Now Dr. Samir B. Kamath is the chief, DRDO. So it has signed MOU with the Ministry of Power. Headquarters of DRDO is New Delhi. ISRO is established in 1969. 1969 ISRO is established. CSIR established in 1942. ISRO headquarters is Bangalore, Karnataka. CSIR headquarters is New Delhi. The term input tax credit is often mentioned in the news. Which of the following, related to which of the following? Goods and service tax. Yes, input tax credit. It is in goods and service tax, right? To stop the cascading effect in GST. GST is the indirect tax regime. The rate is finalized by the GST Council. Chairman of GST Council is Union Finance Minister, and members are the state finance ministers are the members. With reference to heat dome, which of the following, consider the following statements? It is a mountain of warm air built into very heavy jet stream with extreme undulations. Okay. As per National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, heat dome occurs when atmosphere hot ocean like a lid or a cap. Yes. Both the statements are right with regarding to the heat dome. Heat dome, right? Warm, it is a mountain of warm air. Mountain of warm air. It's like a calf. It's like traps hot ocean air. It traps hot ocean air. That is called as heat dome. Dome means like that, it's cap. So both the statements are right. We consider with reference to bomb cyclone recently in the news. Bomb cyclone, recently it was also in news. Bomb cyclone. What defines bomb cyclone and how rapidly the pressure rises in the low pressure masses? That is bomb cyclone. How rapidly, like a bomb. It quickly decreases the pressure difference gradient and thereby making the wind stronger. Bomb, it's like a bomb, it will explode, so that will decrease the gradient. So both the statements will be right. Geographical phenomena, this bomb cyclone. With reference to seismic hazard map of India, consider the following statements. India has been divided into 8 seismic zones. So this is wrong. 4 seismic zones. That is 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 seismic zones in total. Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS) is the official agency for publishing seismic hazards, maps and codes. Right. This is right. Deccan Plateau region is doesn't fall in any category of seismic zone. Never face any such seismic activity, high seismic activity Deccan. So only two only is the answer. Deccan region is high seismic activity. When you see some word like never, then also obviously answer is wrong. Global Gender Gap Index, it is released by World Economic Forum (WEF). India has a rank of 135. World Gender Gap Index 135 rank. Okay. World Economic Forum. The term SB Gangadhar. It is a marine vessel. SB Gangadhar is a marine vessel. Right. Mentioned in the news related to it is a marine vessel. Which of the following schemes announced budget related to mangroves? It is MISTI. MISTI is C, mangroves MM. Because if a scheme regarding mangroves will be there, then obviously there will be M. Right? So it is MISTI. MISTI scheme. Prasad, it is for tourism purpose. Prasad. So C is the answer. Which of the following best examples of incel work? Inselberg, it is a permeable and soluble rock surface with karst-like characteristics. Isolated hill ridge of small mountain abruptly protrudes out of a virtually level sounding plain. Yes, like this. Such a structure you will get, that is called as Inselberg. Isolated, this hill, ridge or small mountain abruptly protrudes out from a virtually level surrounding plain. It is like a plain, but such type structure, that is called as Inselberg. These are the red evening thunderstorm of Bengal and Assam. It is called Bengal and Assam. It is called as nor'westers. In case of Kerala, it is mangrove showers, right? Blossom shower is also in Kerala. Blossom shower is also in Kerala, right? Blue in northern India. Nor'westers is that is also called as Vaishakhi as well. Which are the following examples of composite volcano? Composite volcano. Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier. 1 and 2 will be categorized as composite volcano. 1 and 2. With respect to Tropic of Cancer, consider the following statements. It passes through 17 countries. Tropic of Cancer. Passes through 17 countries. The Mahi River is the only river in India that crossed the Tropic of Cancer twice. It passes through Tripura and Manipur. Manipur is not Manipur. It passes through Tripura, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, right? It is not Manipur. So, 3 statement is wrong. In 8 states, in case of India, it passes through 8 states. So 1, 2 are right. 1 and 2 are right. Bihangam drone technology is often mentioned in the news. Bihangam drone technology. It is by MCL, Mahanadi Coalfields Limited. By MCL. Bihangam drone technologies. MCL has started Bihangam drone technology. That is introduced by MCL for safety. For safety purposes, Bihangam is started by MCL. So this, none of this is the answer. Nityananda Rai Committee. Nityananda Rai Committee is a protection of land and employment in the culture of Ladakh. Nityananda Rai Committee is a Minister of State of Home Affairs, Union Minister of Home Affairs. Nityananda Rai Committee. A is the answer. Protection of the cultural heritage of Ladakh and providing them employment. Nityananda Rai Committee. Which of the following became the district, top district to provide 100 days of employment under Manrega? Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act came in 2005. It is Ganjam of Odisha has got this award. Ganjam of Odisha has got the award for implementing Manrega scheme. And Manrega provides 100 days of employment. There is also reservation for women in case of Manrega scheme. 100 days of employment to at least one member from every household. Tri-Shakti Prahar is the news recently. It is a joint training exercise between which of the following? Tri-Shakti Prahar. It is between Indian Army, Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. Tri-Shakti Prahar is between Indian Army, Indian Air Force and Central CR and CAPF. Central Armed Forces, Armed Police Forces. That is Tri-Shakti Prahar exercise. Okay. So B is the answer. Which of the following is correct arrangement of river basins in a sequential manner with respect to their average annual availability of water? Average annual availability of water, first will be Godavari obviously, right? Dakhin Ganga, Godavari. Then there is Krishna, then Mahanadi, then Kaveri. Based on their water availability, Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, Kaveri. The term kolkhoz was related to which of the following? Kolkhoz is kolkhoz steel industry, or it is sport, or it is climate change or agriculture. It is agriculture. It is collective. It is collective agriculture in collective agriculture. So collective agriculture means few people will simultaneously they will cultivate collectively, like a cooperative system. In case of USSR, that is called as Kolkhoj. B is the answer. The Malwa Plateau is drained by which of the following rivers? Malwa Plateau, Mahi River, Chambal River, Betwa River, Gandak River. See, no, Gandak is not there. Gandak is above your Bihar. So Malwa Plateau is in left side. So Betwa, Chambal, Mahi is there, right? 1, 2, 3. But Gandak, Kosi, Ghagra they are in the northern side. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 are right. The Malwa Plateau. Which of the following statements are correct about the low Russian type of climate? Low Russian type of climate, right? Low Russian type of climate has cold and dry winters. Yes, cold and dry winters, right? Summer are warm as the tropics. North China and Korea come under the climate. All the 1, 2, 3, all the options are right regarding low Russian type of climate. Summers are warm in the at the tropics, and there is has cold and dry winters. Which of the following statements are correct about the anticyclone? Anticyclone high pressure is in the center and the isobars are at high pressure is at the center and the isobars are far apart. Anticyclonic conditions. The pressure gradient is gentle and winds are light. Yes. Wind, yes, high pressure, because in case of low pressure there will be cyclone. In case of low pressure there will be cyclone, right? Anticyclone means high pressure. Pressure gradient is gentle. Okay. Winds are anticyclone clockwise in southern. No, this is anti-clockwise. So 3 is wrong. So 1 and 2 only is the answer regarding anticyclone. See what happens in case of low. Suppose there is low pressure. Low pressure means air will come from all other sides. That is called as, now cyclone will develop. Low pressure develops cyclone. So high pressure develop anticyclone. Which of the following is called as, yes, which of the following is called as thrombocytes? Platelets are called as thrombocytes. Other name of thrombocytes, platelets is called as thrombocytes. Anemia. Anemia means we have 60% of women are suffering from anemia, right? If there is deficiency of iron or folate, folic acid or vitamin B12, so 1, 2, 3. Any of them, if there is deficiency, so then that will be anemia. That will be D is the answer. Consider the following statement. Sounds with frequencies higher than 20 kilohertz are called as ultrasonic. No, higher than okay. Sound with frequency higher than 20 is called ultrasonic sound or ultrasound. Yes, if above 20 kilohertz means 20,000 hertz. Remember, so 20,000 hertz is ultrasound. But 20 hertz, less than 20 hertz is. It is infrasonic. Infrasonic, that is less than 20 hertz. Ultrasonic more than 20,000 hertz. Ultrasound is produced by dolphin, bats and porpoises. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Neither 1 is nor 2 is incorrect. All are right. Which of the following statements? Which of the primary acid? What is the primary acid present in the bananas? That is formic acid. Bananas. Formic acid or sulfuric acid or malic acid or hydrochloric acid. It is malic acid is present in the bananas. Malic acid, C. The dimension of which of the following is same as that of the impulse. What is impulse? Impulse equal to force into time. Force into time is called as impulse. So dimension of force is equal to m into a. Its dimension is m1 L1 t minus 2. See, a equal to s by t. A equal to velocity by time. Velocity equal to displacement by time. For s there will be length will be L1, distance will be L1. So by t, so that is t square. So So L1 T minus 2. So this A is L1 T minus 2, M is M1, so F equal to M1 L1 T minus 2, M1 L1 T minus 2 into del T. So that will be impulse dimension will be M1 L1 T minus 1. Similarly, so momentum dimension will be momentum P equal to mv. So this is m1 and L1 is I have given written here, v equal to s by t. So L1 t minus 1. L for s by t means t to the minus 1. So this is, so momentum and impulse they have same dimensional formula. Torque tau equal to r cross f. So this is m1 L1 t minus 2. It will be also same. M1 L1 t minus 1. M1 L1 t minus 1, that is also same, right? Change in the rate of momentum, that will be the same. So same as that of impulse. Momentum has same, torque has same, change in momentum has also the same, only volume is not, right? Next, with reference to biosimilar medicine, which of the following statements is not correct? Biosimilar medicine not correct. They produce the products with similar molecular composition as the, with reference to biosimilar medicines, which of the following statements are not correct? They are the products with similar molecules composition as original biotherapeutic. They are, yes, that is right. They are derived from both biological and synthetic, no. See, the question is about biosimilar medicine. So it is biosimilar medicine. How can be they are synthetic? This can never happen. So D is wrong. They are cheaper and alternative cost saving like medicine. This is right. Similar to molecular composition, original biotherapeutics. Yes, similar, almost similar. Recently, their first ever biosimilar medicine was approved by the WHO. So only B is incorrect. Rest all are the correct. Which of the following enzymes of digestive system breaks down starch into sugar? It is starch into sugar, that is salivary amylase. Salivary amylase, that's break down the starch into sugar, carbohydrates into sugar. Vidal test is used for diagnosis of which of the following diseases? Malaria, tuberculosis, pneumonia or typhoid. Vidal test, it is typhoid, right? They have also asked ELISA test regarding AIDS, right? Kinetic energy depends. What is kinetic energy? Half mv square. Half mv square is the kinetic energy. So it depends on the velocity of the speed of the body, mass of the moving of the body, both mass and velocity of the body, mv square, square velocity of the body. Okay, D is the answer. Number of neutrons in an atom of hydrogen. Number of neutrons in an atoms of hydrogen is neutrons. Neutrons means 0. It is 0 because hydrogen H1 1, right? Mass number is 1 and atomic number is also 1. Mass number is equal to, what do you mean by mass number? Mass number means equal to proton plus neutron. Atomic number means only proton. Atomic means only proton. So if both are equal to 1, then obviously number of neutron will be 0. B is the answer. The FODMAP compounds is sometimes seen in the news related to which of the following? FODMAP compounds sometimes in the news, it is related to your carbohydrate molecules. Okay, carbohydrate molecules, they are called their FODMAP compounds. How the phenomenon of gravitational lensing help to astronomers? Gravitational lensing, it helps them to investigate how new stars are born. It is useful to estimate the amount of distribution of dark matter in the universe. investigate the new stars are born. No. How new stars, how that will help the astronomers? Obviously, this is wrong. It is C to distance object. It is useful to estimate amount of distribution of dark matter. Dark matter is that is something nobody can identify. So obviously, these two options are wrong. For various astronomical observation, gravitational lensing will help. Consider the following statements. Railway protection for RPF Indian Railways has disrupted the operation of illegal software called as Real Mango in the nationwide investigation. Yes, Real Mango nationwide investigation. Next is the investigation was made an account of increase in the touting activity after restart of the passenger train services. So both the statements are right. Both the statements are right regarding the Railway Protection Force (RPF). RPF has recently started Operation Jatri Sureksha, Operation Matri Shakti, Operation Nandhe Farishte for children, Operation Matri Shakti for pregnant women, RPF for Jatri Sureksha, Operation Jatri Sureksha for passenger, for safety of passengers, Operation Satark for to stop trafficking. These are all in current affairs. ISRO has joined hands with the company to provide national level mapping portal and geospatial services. Right? It is Map My India, national level mapping and portal. ISRO has joined the hands with the company. Map My India. Language model for dialogue applications. Lambda is a chatbot of which of the technology company? Language model for dialogue applications. This is Google. It is yes, chatbot of technology of Google, right? Language Lambda, language model for dialogue applications. Consider the following statements regarding the mission Prarambha. It is India's first private space mission. And the rocket is called as Visram S for the mission of Prarambha was developed by Skyroot Aerospace. So both the statements are right. First private space mission that is called as Prarambha and Skyroot Aerospace. So both the statements are right here. Consider the following statements. Space mission and country. Luna 1, Chang'e mission, obviously that is China, right? And Hiten is Japan. This is wrong. So 2 and 3 options will be right regarding the missions. Lunar mission. Actually, that is lunar mission, not sorry. That is Apollo mission. Apollo 1. That is USA, not Luna 1. What is the aim of nano mission? Aim of nano mission. Research and development, obviously. Establishment of nanotechnology development center. Yes. Human development, nanoscience and technology. So all of the above. Whenever they ask about aim or region, then all of options will be right. General applications are generally right in 90% of the cases. Consider the following statements regarding Shigella infection. It is a bacterial infection. Shigella infection, it is seen in the southern region of the especially in Kerala regions. It's a bacterial infection and children are more susceptible to Shigella infection. Yes, develops cold, fever regarding rashes. So 3C, both the statements are correct with respect to Shigella infection, bacterial infection. Recently it was in news just after the tomato fever. Consider the following statements regarding Pinaka rocket system. Pinaka rocket system, it is beyond visual range. Beyond visual range air to air missile system. It has been developed by Dassault. No, both the statements are wrong regarding Pinaka. Okay, it is developed by DRDO itself. So yes, and it is within the visual range. So both are wrong. Both are wrong. Incorrect. Consider the following statements regarding the optical fiber cable. It allows data transmission using light pulses by application of total internal reflection. Total internal reflection, that is right. It consists of core surrounded by cladding material of higher index of refraction. Right. Higher index of refraction. Oh, this is wrong. So cladding material is fine. it is right, but it is not higher index of refraction. So one only option is the right answer. So here the discussions completes, and encourage us, like and share this video, subscribe to Vanik. Thank you.